U.S.A. I was born in the U.S.A. Now, born in the U.S.A.
Hello to all those with ears tuned to sound. I'm your host, PeaceforReece, and we are back with Record Rumination. Today, a very special album, the famous 1984 release, Born in the USA, by the very famous Bruce Springsteen. This album is an iconic record from the 80s and a soundtrack to many youths' lives from that time. It also just so happens to be one of the very first vinyl that I ever had. So even to me, nearly 40 years after this album's release, it means a great deal. This album has been both praised to death and played to death on FM radio. So today on Record Rumination, I wanted to take this album back to its roots and take it down from the pedestal that it's been placed upon. Wanted to look at it for the piece of music that it is and see just how it delivers on that. The title track, Born in the USA, starts off with this heart-pounding drum beat. It instantly has you hooked and leads into Bruce's vocals, which are guttural and howling. The chorus on this track is instantly caught in your head, and good luck trying to forget it. Born in the USA, I was... Intro tracks this catchy and electrifying are rare on an album, and this one delivers in spades. Cover Me, the next track, does not pull any punches and hits you square in the gut with a nice aggressive intro guitar solo. Bruce's soloing continues in the middle of the track, and then at the end of the track, really adding to the fast and immediate feel of the song. The track Darlington County gives us some country, almost rockabilly-esque vibes. I really dig the chorus where Bruce and the E Street Band get together and go, sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la. Oh boy. And the sax solo at the end by Clarence Clemens, oh, it's excellent. Next track, Working on the Highway, keeps the energy up and the tempo high with this nice fast guitar riff mirrored by these excellent claps in the background. The keyboard bits on this track are so 80s. They add a nice loose vibe to the song that just kind of makes you want to get up and swing. Downbound Train sees Bruce telling us the story of a man downtrodden and down on his luck. Man's lost his job, he's lost his girl, where else can he go but down? Instrumentally, this track isn't doing anything gripping or crazy, but what it does do is it a nice compliment to the vocals and the story, which are at the forefront. And it is this story that captivates me and just puts me in the moment that this song is describing. I'm on Fire, the next tune, is a shorter track and an instrumentally quieter one as well. Most of the track boils down to just Bruce and his guitar and some minor instrumentation thrown in the background. Overall, it feels a bit too short for me and really ends before it gets good. On the track Bobby Jean, we get these really nice simple driving chords on the piano that propel this thing forward. The story on this one is another one that Bruce tells it's real easy to put yourself in the place of. The sax solo at the end of the song is very passionate and adds an extra layer to the narrative. It's almost as if the solo is an extension of the pain the character's feeling in the song when he's having to say goodbye to his girl. The next track, Glory Days, paints this very vivid picture of a man going and visiting his old high school pals and reminiscing about the old days and how sadly they just don't last. I find this song incredibly relatable, and for better or worse, as I get older, will only find it more relatable. The song contains a super catchy chorus with these driving synth keys that really give it a boost. And after that last track, we are led into Dancing in the Dark. Here we are. Arguably Bruce's most famous song, or definitely his most played on the radio. This track is easily the most danceable on the entire album. The passionate vocal delivery from Bruce matches really well with the key accompaniment of the song. For some reason, this track just makes me want to get up and do something. It's an incredibly motivating piece of music. Love the lyrics detailing how you can't start a fire without a spark. And once this track wraps up, I really feel as though it should have been the ending track to the album, which leads us to the actual last track of the album, My Hometown. First off, I do like this track. Its mellow, weighty keys bounce off Bruce's vocals about being in his hometown growing up really well. But I feel that for this album, its immediacy and its punchiness are really what sells it. And for this song, it's too mellow, it's too toned down, and just kind of fades out as the ending of the track comes out. This album deserved to have a punch in the gut as the last track, I feel. Alright, and that is Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen. Even when viewing this album, removed from its hype and removed from its praise, it still delivers on almost all fronts. It gives us incredible songwriting, passionate performances, and delivers some catchy radio tunes. The placement of the last track and the inclusion of the all too short I'm on Fire are really the only small faults I can find with this album. It is a near watertight 46-minute musical experience with hardly a dull moment on it. And with all that said, I feel that a 9 out of 10 is more than appropriate for this legend of an album. And special shout out to my aunt for giving me this album all those years back. It means a lot. Now, if you like what you saw or heard, stick around. Got more coming. It's been Record Rumination. I'm your host, PeaceforReece. Bruce Springsteen, born in the U.S.A.
Well, hello there, Mr. Sullivan. What are your thoughts?
Today,